Have you ever wondered if the exercises you're doing could actually shorten your life after 60? What if I told you that some movements, often believed to be healthy, might be secretly damaging your body? And imagine discovering the exact exercises that not only protect your health, but also keep you strong, energized, and independent for years to come. Believe it or not, the wrong type of exercise can quietly harm your body after 60. It sounds alarming, but it's true. Certain movements we once trusted can do more damage than good as we age. While staying active remains one of the most powerful ways to live longer and maintain strength, it's only effective if you're doing exercises that truly suit your body's needs. In today's video, we're going to reveal 3 common exercises that older adults should absolutely avoid, and 3 highly recommended exercises that every senior should be doing instead. This isn't just guesswork. Every recommendation here is rooted in how the aging body naturally changes. As we grow older, our muscles, joints, bones, and sense of balance all evolve. The wrong kind of pressure, repetitive strain, or high-impact movements can gradually wear down your body, sometimes without showing clear warning signs until it's too late. But here's the good news. By making smarter exercise choices, you can stay active, mobile, and independent well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. You don't have to stop moving, you just need to move wisely. So, whether you're looking to regain your energy, stay steady on your feet, or prevent painful injuries, this video is for you. Stick with us until the end, because learning these 6 crucial exercises could help you avoid unnecessary pain, hospital visits, or long-term damage, and instead, give you lasting confidence to move safely for life. Let's dive right in. Dangerous exercise number 1, deep squats. Deep squats are surprisingly risky for seniors, especially those over 65. On the surface, they might seem harmless, just bending your knees, lowering your body, and standing back up. But in reality, deep squats place an enormous amount of stress on your knees, hips, and lower back. Deep squats place intense pressure on the knees, hips, and lower back, especially in bodies that have already endured decades of use and wear. As we age, the cartilage in our knees gradually becomes thinner. The soft cushioning that once made squats feel smooth and effortless slowly wears away. This means that every time you lower into a deep squat, whether you're exercising or simply reaching to pick something up off the floor, you're directing concentrated force onto your knee joints. And when that pressure surpasses what your joints can safely handle, the result isn't just temporary soreness. You're actually risking significant and lasting damage. Some older adults start noticing sharp knee pain, stiffness, or swelling after squatting. Others may suddenly feel their knees give out, or they might hear popping or grinding noises when they move. But here's what's truly concerning. For many seniors, these warning signs don't show up immediately. The damage can develop slowly, creeping in over time. That's precisely what makes deep squats so dangerous. It isn't about a single bad movement. It's the repeated strain, over and over again, that gradually wears down your joints. This risk becomes even higher if you're living with arthritis, dealing with old injuries, or if your stabilizing muscles, particularly in your hips and thighs, are weak. Without that strong muscular support, your knees are forced to absorb more of the impact. And once damage sets in, reversing it is often extremely difficult. Even bodyweight squats, those performed without any added resistance, can still cause harm if the movement goes too deep or the form isn't flawless. Some seniors believe that using gym machines or equipment automatically makes squats safer, but that isn't always true. In fact, gym machines can sometimes give people a false sense of security. They might encourage you to squat lower than your body safely allows, all while putting your knees and spine in risky positions. What starts as a well-intentioned workout routine can slowly turn into the root cause of chronic joint pain or long-term instability. And there's another hidden cost here, one that goes beyond just physical discomfort. When your knees start to ache or feel weak, it affects much more than your exercise routine. It changes the way you walk, how confident you feel when standing up from a chair, and whether you choose to go outside for a walk or stay indoors out of fear. That fear of falling, that subtle feeling of vulnerability, it often begins with joint pain. And one of the most common causes? Repeated deep squats, especially when performed without proper form or expert guidance. So, what's the smarter, safer alternative? Instead of forcing yourself into deep squats, focus on shallow, controlled movements that are much kinder to your body. Simple actions like sitting down and standing up from a sturdy chair or performing half squats while holding onto a stable surface nearby can work wonders. These gentle movements still engage and strengthen your muscles, but without putting excessive strain on your knees. When you combine these safer squatting alternatives with regular balance and mobility exercises, you'll build strength and stability without risking damage. There's absolutely no shame in modifying your exercises. Quite the opposite. In fact, making smart adjustments is one of the wisest decisions you can make as you age. Listening to your body isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. And the more you protect your knees now, the more freedom you'll have later in life to enjoy activities like walking, climbing stairs, and staying independent on your own terms. If deep squats are still part of your workout routine, it might be time to reconsider. Your knees have supported you through countless steps and movements over the years. They deserve care, not punishment. Treat them kindly, and they'll continue carrying you safely and confidently for many more years. Now, let's talk about another risky exercise: high-impact activities such as jumping or running on hard surfaces. Staying active is undeniably one of the best ways to maintain good health. But not all forms of movement are equally beneficial, especially when you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. Exercises that involve high-impact forces, like jumping jacks, jump squats, or running on unforgiving pavement, might have once felt exhilarating. However, as your body changes with age, these movements can quietly cause more harm than good. It all comes down to one thing: impact. Every time your foot strikes the ground with force, whether from jumping, sprinting, or landing hard, your body absorbs the shock. When you're younger, your muscles, ligaments, and connective tissues act like natural shock absorbers, cushioning these impacts. But as we age, those protective mechanisms weaken. Cartilage becomes thinner, tendons lose flexibility, and bones gradually become more fragile. This means every landing delivers a stronger jolt than your body was designed to handle at this stage of life. For many older adults, this leads to a slow, steady breakdown of the joints, particularly in the knees, hips, and lower back. You may not feel the effects right away, but over time, subtle warning signs begin to appear. You might notice extra stiffness in the morning, increased pain after even short walks, or simply feel like your body doesn't recover the way it used to. These are quiet signals, your body's way of telling you that the impact is adding up. The damage from high-impact activities can accumulate faster than your body can naturally repair. But beyond the gradual wear and tear on your joints, there's an even more serious, hidden danger: fractures. Older bones, especially in people with even mild bone thinning or early-stage osteoporosis, are far more vulnerable to cracks and breaks. Just one wrong landing, a sudden misstep during a jog, or a slightly unstable jump can quickly turn into a dangerous fall. And the consequences of such accidents can be devastating. You could face lengthy hospital stays, loss of independence, or months of slow recovery that not only affect you physically, but also take an emotional toll. And we haven't even mentioned the spine yet. Your vertebrae and spinal discs are incredibly sensitive to repeated impact. Each time you land heavily on your feet, the pressure doesn't just stop at your knees, it travels upward, surging through your lower back. Over time, this repeated stress can compress your spine, leading to serious issues like pinched nerves, sciatica, or even degenerative disc disease. These conditions can cause persistent, daily pain that interferes with even the simplest activities. Many people mistakenly think this is just old age, but in many cases, it's actually the long-term result of years of high-impact movement. There's also another crucial factor to consider: your balance. High-impact exercises often demand quick reflexes, speed, and precise coordination. However, after 60, our reflexes naturally slow down, and our proprioception, that inner sense of where your body is in space, starts to diminish. Even if your muscles remain strong, your ability to accurately judge movements or landings isn't quite what it used to be. This means your chances of misjudging a step, losing your footing, or stumbling mid-motion are much higher than before. And as you know, it only takes one fall to change everything. So why do some seniors continue with these risky exercises? Sometimes it's simply habit. Other times it's pride, holding on to the belief that pushing harder means staying healthier. And often, it's because of misinformation, the idea that more intense workouts automatically lead to better health. But here's the truth. It's smart movement that helps extend your life, not punishing movement. You don't need to sweat profusely or jump rope for 30 minutes to stay fit and healthy. There are plenty of safer, highly effective ways to boost your endurance, strengthen your muscles, and improve your heart health without putting yourself at risk. Instead of running on hard pavement or doing jumping exercises, try brisk walking on soft, cushioned trails, or use treadmills designed with shock absorption. Low-impact cardio machines like ellipticals or recumbent bikes provide excellent workouts with minimal joint stress. And if you're looking for something a bit more challenging, water aerobics is a fantastic option. It offers both resistance training and cardiovascular benefits, all without any jarring impact on your joints. It's not about slowing down, it's about adapting. You're not giving up on movement. You're making smart choices that respect and support the body you have today. Choose movements that strengthen your body without placing it under dangerous stress. Exercises that heal instead of harm. That's the key to staying active and healthy as you age. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Just type the number 2 in the comments below to let me know you're here and engaged. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our future videos. Your support truly motivates us to keep creating valuable content that informs, empowers, and inspires you. Now, let's move ahead to another risky exercise that many people overlook. Dangerous exercise No. 3. Heavy overhead weightlifting. There's a certain pride that comes with maintaining strength, especially when you've worked hard your entire life to stay active and resilient. And yes, weightlifting can absolutely remain part of a healthy, vibrant lifestyle, even well into your 70s or 80s. But here's where the hidden risk begins to appear. Overhead lifting. Specifically, lifting heavy weights above your shoulders is one of the most dangerous movements for seniors. At first glance, the motion seems simple. Whether it's a dumbbell press, a barbell push, or even lifting a medicine ball overhead. However, what you can't see is the intense chain reaction this movement sets off throughout your body. The moment you push weight above your head, your shoulder joints, already more delicate with age, are forced to absorb a tremendous amount of pressure. The ligaments that once stabilized those joints naturally become thinner and less flexible as we grow older. Your rotator cuff, which plays a crucial role in supporting your shoulder, may no longer be as strong or stable as it used to be. Many older adults begin to notice discomfort in the front of their shoulders or weakness when performing everyday tasks, like lifting a grocery bag onto a high shelf or reaching for a mug in an overhead cabinet. And this isn't usually the result of a single bad lift. It's the gradual accumulation of small, repeated strains from lifting weights overhead, especially when the shoulder lacks adequate support. Unlike some injuries that heal quickly with rest, shoulder injuries caused by overhead lifting can linger for months or even longer, making simple movements painful and limiting your daily activities. Shoulder injuries like rotator cuff tears or bursitis aren't just temporary setbacks. They can linger for months, sometimes even years, making everyday tasks difficult and frustrating. And beyond your shoulders, there's another area that's often overlooked during overhead lifting: your spine. When you press weight above your head, especially while standing, your lower back tends to arch to compensate for the upward motion. At first, that arch might seem minor, barely noticeable, but when you're holding heavy weight, that slight arch creates direct compression on your vertebrae and spinal discs. If your core muscles aren't strong enough to stabilize and support your spine, and for many older adults, they simply aren't, this can quickly lead to serious problems. The result? Pinched nerves, herniated discs, and chronic lower back pain that can affect your ability to move comfortably day after day. And let's not forget about balance. Lifting heavy objects over your head shifts your center of gravity higher. This makes you naturally more unstable. Now combine that with slower reflexes and common age-related changes in posture, and it's easy to see how one slight misstep, lean or wobble while lifting, can cause a sudden fall or lead to painful muscle strains. Many gyms still encourage seniors to use free weights or weight machines the same way they did decades ago, back in their 30s or 40s. But here's the truth. The aging body doesn't respond the same way it once did, and that's not a sign of weakness. It simply means it's time to approach fitness differently, with more respect for what your joints, bones, and muscles can safely handle today. So, what's a safer approach? Swap out risky overhead lifts for smarter strength-building exercises that protect your joints. Simple, effective moves like wall push-ups, resistance band pulls, or dumbbell curls performed at chest level or below are excellent alternatives. These exercises still strengthen your upper body, but without placing your shoulders in vulnerable, dangerous positions. If you're not sure where to start, begin with very light resistance. Focus on proper form, not on how much weight you can lift. And if you ever feel pressure from yourself or others to lift heavy weights just to stay strong, remember this. True strength at this stage in life isn't about lifting the heaviest weight in the gym. It's about preserving the strength you already have. It's about being able to carry your groceries with ease, open a jar without pain, stand up from a chair confidently, and most importantly, hug your grandkids without worrying about injury. There's nothing weak about adjusting your routine. In fact, it's a sign of wisdom and self-awareness. It shows that you're in tune with your body's current needs, not stuck in outdated ideas of what fitness should look like. The risks of heavy overhead lifting may not be obvious today, but one wrong lift, just one, could result in months of painful rehab or, even worse, a permanent injury. Don't take that chance. You've worked far too hard to let one careless moment take it all away. Stay active, stay independent. Protect your shoulders, safeguard your spine, and focus on building strength the smart way. Now let's explore a safe and highly effective exercise that targets your lower body. Seated leg raises. If you're searching for a way to strengthen your legs without placing stress on your joints, seated leg raises are one of the best exercises you can incorporate into your routine. At first glance, they might seem a bit too simple, almost like they wouldn't do much. But don't let that simplicity fool you. For older adults, especially those dealing with knee discomfort, balance concerns, or general stiffness, this gentle exercise provides a safe, approachable path towards stronger, more stable legs. Let's take a closer look at what's really happening during this movement. When you lift your leg from a seated position, you're activating your quadriceps, the large, powerful muscles at the front of your thighs. These muscles are essential for some of the most fundamental movements in daily life, like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, and maintaining balance as you walk. Strengthening this area can be transformative. It could mean the difference between struggling to get up from your seat and rising with ease and confidence. Unlike traditional leg lifts or squats, which often place strain on the knees and demand good balance, seated leg raises eliminate those risks entirely. You're seated comfortably, with your back and hips fully supported. That allows your muscles to do all the work without shifting pressure onto your joints. For anyone concerned about falling or losing balance during exercise, that added support that isn't just helpful, it's absolutely essential. Another major advantage of this exercise is its accessibility. You don't need a fancy gym membership or expensive equipment. All you need is a sturdy chair and a few spare minutes. It's one of those small, repeatable actions that, when done consistently, can lead to significant, long-lasting results. And the benefits don't stop at muscle strength. Strengthening your lower body also helps improve blood flow, enhances circulation, and even supports better posture. When your legs are strong, you naturally move more freely and comfortably throughout the day. That increased movement triggers a positive domino effect, boosting your energy, improving your mood, and even helping you sleep better at night. But there's also another hidden reward: confidence. The stronger your legs become, the less you'll worry about whether your body can keep up with your daily activities. The stronger your legs become, the less you'll worry about losing your balance or falling. You'll feel more secure stepping in and out of your car, walking through crowded places, or navigating curbs and staircases with ease. That sense of stability does more than just protect your body. It brings a powerful boost to your mental well-being, your independence, and your overall quality of life. If you're just starting out, begin slowly and focus on control. Start with one leg at a time. While sitting up tall in a sturdy chair, gently raise your foot just a few inches off the floor. Hold the position for a brief moment, then lower it back down with care and control. Repeat the same movement with the other leg. As your strength improves, you can gradually increase the challenge. Try adding ankle weights for extra resistance, or simply increase the number of repetitions. But remember, this exercise isn't about speed or rushing through the motions. The true key here is consistency and steady control. And if you're someone who has struggled with joint pain, stiffness, or even recovery after surgery, this gentle exercise could be your pathway back to strength, mobility, and confidence. There's absolutely no shame in starting small. In fact, starting small is often one of the smartest, most effective ways to regain strength safely. True strength isn't always about lifting heavy weights or performing complex moves. It's about building a body that can support you, not just today, but tomorrow and for many years ahead. Seated leg raises may not seem flashy. They're not the kind of exercise that turns heads at the gym. But they help you protect something far more valuable: your freedom to move, your ability to walk confidently, and your independence to enjoy daily life without hesitation. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment the number 4 below to let me know you're here and engaged. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do so now. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Your support truly helps us continue creating valuable content designed to inform, empower, and inspire you. Now, let's move forward to another excellent exercise for upper body strength: wall push-ups. When most people think of push-ups, they picture the traditional kind done on the floor: intense, challenging, and often intimidating. For many older adults, these floor push-ups can feel nearly impossible, especially if you've experienced wrist pain or shoulder discomfort over the years. But here's the good news: there's a much safer, more accessible option: the wall push-up. Wall push-ups are simple, safe, and surprisingly effective at building upper body strength where it matters most: your chest, shoulders, and arms. And the best part? They don't place unnecessary stress on your joints. As the name suggests, wall push-ups are exactly what they sound like. Instead of lowering yourself onto the floor, you use a sturdy wall for support. Simply place your palms flat against the wall, step back slightly, and gently lean into the movement. Lower your chest slowly toward the wall, then push yourself back to the starting position. This controlled, steady movement engages your upper body muscles just like a traditional push-up, but without the risks of falling, straining your back, or collapsing under your own body weight. One of the greatest benefits of wall push-ups is how easily they can be adjusted to fit your specific needs. If you want to make the exercise more challenging, simply step your feet farther away from the wall. If you're looking for a gentler variation, move a little closer to the wall. This makes wall push-ups incredibly versatile, allowing you to tailor the movement to your current fitness level, whether you're recovering from an injury, managing arthritis, or just easing back into strength training after a long break. And don't let the simplicity of this exercise fool you. It may look easy, but this one move can significantly improve your upper body strength that directly impacts your ability to handle everyday activities. Think about how many times a day you push yourself up from a chair, steady yourself using a handrail, or lift an item off the kitchen counter. Wall push-ups target the exact muscles that support these daily movements, without putting excess pressure on your joints, especially those that may have become more sensitive with age. There's another often overlooked benefit to this exercise: improved posture. As we get older, it's common for the chest muscles to tighten and the shoulders to round forward, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting. Over time, this can lead to a hunched appearance, stiffness, or even a feeling of being shorter. Wall push-ups gently stretch the chest muscles while strengthening the upper back and shoulders, helping you stand taller and move with greater ease and confidence. And here's something else to think about. There's something surprisingly empowering about being able to do a push-up, especially if you once believed those days were long gone. That feeling of accomplishment from even a small success like this can ripple into other parts of your life. It might inspire you to take on another new challenge or reignite a sense of physical pride that you may have been missing. For many older adults, that little spark of momentum is exactly what they need to keep going, day after day. You don't need complicated gym equipment or heavy weights to regain strength. What you really need are movements that are smart, accessible, and sustainable. Wall push-ups check every one of those boxes. They're gentle on your wrists, easy on your shoulders, and kind to your spine, all while delivering noticeable improvements in strength, stability, and confidence. If you aren't already doing them, consider adding wall push-ups to your daily routine, whether it's in the morning, evening, or any time that suits you. Even 2 or 3 short sets can make a meaningful difference. Doing just 2 or 3 sets of 10 wall push-ups a few times per week can make a noticeable difference over time. And here's a little tip. Try doing them in front of a mirror. You might be pleasantly surprised by what you see. Watching yourself move with purpose and control can be incredibly empowering. It's a reminder that strength and capability don't fade as quickly as you might think. They're still there, waiting to be reignited. Remember, fitness after 60 isn't about impressing anyone else. It's about protecting your independence, maintaining your freedom, and feeling strong in your daily life. Wall push-ups are one of the simplest, safest, and most effective ways to help you do exactly that. Now, let's shift our focus to another essential part of staying active: balance. Safe exercise number 3. Gentle balancing exercises like heel-to-toe walking. When most people think about staying strong as they age, they usually focus on building muscle, improving joint health, or boosting cardiovascular fitness. And while all of those are important, there's another equally crucial element of fitness that often gets overlooked: balance. Without good balance, all the muscle strength in the world won't prevent a fall. And one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to protect yourself is by practicing basic balance exercises like heel-to-toe walking. This exercise is wonderfully accessible. You don't need any equipment, fancy machines, or even much space. You simply walk forward in a straight line, carefully placing one foot directly in front of the other, with the heel of your front foot touching the toes of your back foot, much like walking on a tightrope. At first glance, it might seem too easy to be effective. But when done slowly, with focus and control, this exercise can be surprisingly challenging. It targets the small, stabilizing muscles throughout your legs, ankles, and core, muscles that are essential for keeping you steady when you step off a curb, pivot suddenly, or walk across a slick or uneven surface. Balance tends to decline as we age for several reasons. First, we naturally lose muscle mass, particularly in the legs and hips. Second, the inner ear, which plays a key role in maintaining balance and equilibrium, becomes less sensitive over time. And third, our daily habits often change. We sit more, move less, and gradually lose confidence in our physical movements. All of these changes combine to make your body feel less steady on its feet, even if you still have good muscle strength. That's why balance exercises like heel-to-toe walking are so valuable. They retrain your brain and body to work together again, improving your coordination, sharpening your focus, and increasing your body's awareness of where it is in space. The more consistently you practice, the better your body becomes at reacting to slips, recovering from stumbles, or catching yourself before a fall happens. But it's not just about preventing accidents. It's about restoring freedom. When your balance improves, your confidence grows with it. You stop hesitating before stepping outside, walking into a store, or navigating unfamiliar places. That confidence you gain from better balance doesn't just help with exercise, it transforms your everyday life. You'll feel more at ease stepping into the shower, getting out of bed in the dark, or moving through dimly lit hallways. And that renewed confidence keeps you active. Staying active, in turn, keeps you independent, allowing you to maintain control over your daily routine and lifestyle. Another great benefit of heel-to-toe walking is how gentle and flexible it is. You can do it barefoot or while wearing shoes, inside your home or outdoors, whenever it suits your schedule. Even just a few minutes a day can make a noticeable difference. And if you're still working on your balance, you can easily modify the exercise by holding onto a wall, countertop, or sturdy chair for support. As your confidence and steadiness improve, you can slowly challenge yourself by letting go of support or, for an extra challenge, trying it with your eyes closed or gently turning your head side to side while walking, though, of course, always making sure you're in a safe, clear space. This mindful, intentional exercise does more than just train your muscles. It sharpens your mental awareness, too. You begin to notice how your body moves, how your weight shifts, and how your feet make contact with the ground. That heightened awareness makes a big difference in preventing unexpected slips or awkward missteps that could otherwise result in injury. So, if you've found yourself feeling a little unsteady on your feet lately, or if you've noticed you're stumbling more often than usual, don't brush it off. That's your body's way of sending you a signal. It's not a warning to make you fearful. It's a hopeful reminder that balance can be rebuilt at any age. And this simple exercise could be the perfect place to start. If you're still watching and finding these tips helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment the number 6 below to let me know you're here and engaged. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to do so. Be sure to turn on the notification bell too, so you won't miss out on any future videos. Your support really helps us continue creating valuable, inspiring content designed to keep you informed and motivated. Now, let's wrap up with some final thoughts. When it comes to exercising as we grow older, it's not about how much you do. It's about doing the right things, in the right way. The truth is, some exercises that may have once helped you stay fit in your younger years can, over time, quietly become the very movements that break your body down. On the other hand, some of the simplest, gentlest exercises can lift you up, giving you strength, confidence, and stability without putting you at risk. Take a moment now to reflect. Which of these 6 exercises stood out to you the most? Were you surprised to learn that something as common as deep squats or heavy overhead lifting could actually be harming your joints? Or did you feel a spark of recognition when we discussed the benefits of wall push-ups or balance exercises? And maybe, as you listened to these exercises, you found yourself thinking, I could do that. That's exactly the point. This isn't just about avoiding discomfort or pain. It's about something much deeper, protecting your ability to move through the world with dignity, confidence, and freedom. Yes, your body may be older now, but it's still yours. It's still capable of building strength. It's still worthy of attention, care, and respect. The small choices you make today, choosing a safer movement over a risky one, skipping a high-impact routine in favor of exercises focused on balance, control, and joint safety, those are the choices that shape how you'll live tomorrow. Every time you trade strain for smarter movements, you're investing in your future self, a self that's strong, steady, and independent. So don't let pride, stubbornness, or old habits keep you stuck. Let wisdom guide your path now. Your body has carried you through countless experiences, challenges, and joys over the decades. It has served you well, and it deserves to be treated with care, not worn down by unnecessary strain. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We would truly love to hear from you. Please take a moment to leave a comment below and share one thing you learned from this video and how you plan to apply it in your daily life. Your thoughts mean a lot to us, and we read every comment with care. Seeing your feedback gives us tremendous motivation and encouragement to keep creating content that supports and inspires you. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support helps us continue producing meaningful content designed to keep you informed, empowered, and inspired. Thank you again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Wishing you great health, happiness, and peace always, and remember to subscribe to our channel.